Hello guys, Round the Board Darts with Benny G, and today we're going to be talking about the latest from what happened in the Players Championships 5 and 6, and notably I'm going to be discussing what the biggest slump is for the Premier League players. It's unbelievable. I keep watching these Players Championships and I'm seeing time and time again the biggest Premier League players are getting done in the first and second rounds. Obviously, Players Championship 5, you've seen Michael Van Gerwen reign supreme again, but Players Championship 6, you've seen most of the Premier League players gone before the quarterfinals. I think only one. There was only one player of Rob Cross who made it to the quarterfinals and then lost, which is very, very surprising, which raises the question, are the Premier League players faltering with fatigue, or has the level of the game gotten so big that all the rest of the players are catching up to the Premier League players? I'm really interested to hear what your opinion is, but I'm going to give you my opinion right now. I believe that there is nothing wrong with the Premier League players. Obviously, there is a issue at the moment with Gerwyn Price and also Peter Wright, who are going through a massive, massive slump. But for the rest of the players, you still have Michael Van Gerwen, who won Players Championship 5. Gary Anderson got to the quarterfinals where he lost to MVG with 107 average. What are you meant to do when you lose with 107 average? Mensah lost with 102, almost 103 average. Daryl lost to Simon Stevenson, where Simon Stevenson hit 100 plus average as well. Whitlock lost with a near on 100 average. Rob Cross lost in the first round with his opponent almost on 100 average as well. But with all the other players almost shooting mid-range 90s to almost like 100 plus averages, I don't think there is anything wrong. They're just not picking up the goods, and the rest of the professionals that are playing on the tour are learning how to beat the big dogs, which I think is fantastic. Ever since the emergence of Rob Cross winning the World Championships, I feel like there is some confidence in the air with the rest of the dart players believing that they can make a name for themselves as well. I'm looking through Darts Connect and seeing how high the averages are with all the professional dart players. Just looking at Darts Connect, almost half of the players for the whole tournament are averaging over 90 for the whole tournament, and even a quarter of those are averaging 95 plus for the whole tournament, which is unbelievable. The PDC has got these players, especially in the floor tournaments where behind closed doors, to be able to hit these high averages on a consistent basis. And this is what the professionals need to do. I would just like to see that the big dogs start to take their game to another level and hit the 105 to 110 averages. Gary Anderson's doing it, but unfortunately Michael Van Gerwen's finding a way to win anyways, which is incredible. And that's my analysis of what I think is actually going on around the PDC. So you don't have anything to worry about. You will see the creme de la creme rise again to the top, especially when it comes to the TV tournaments. And without further ado, I'm going to give you my predictions for this week, Week 7's Premier League. Lots of very interesting encounters this week that we have. First of all, the first match of the night is Daryl Gurney versus Mensah Suljovic. What a match. Daryl Gurney building some momentum, still trying to find his first win of the Premier League. Mensah Suljovic is going to have to bounce back after his loss last week. I really expected him to get the win. And I'm going to keep things consistent. Daryl Gurney being the draw manic person that he is, I think this one's going to be another draw for me. Going to have this one, Daryl Gurney, Mensah Suljovic 6-all. MVG versus Michael Smith, the top of the table clash. What a juicy encounter. Back, I think the expectations are going to be there. Michael Smith and Michael Van Gerwen are going to have ton plus averages for the match. If there is an actual wager for both men to be averaging over 100 after the 11-12 legs or so, I believe that it would be a good bet to have for both players to be averaging over 100. But I'm not going to be betting on that one. I'm definitely going to be betting on a Michael Van Gerwen win, 7-4. He just finds a way to win. I don't think that the loss to Jermaine Watamena is going to upset him that much. Actually, I do believe it's going to upset him, but whenever he loses, he comes back 10 times stronger. So only one winner, Michael Van Gerwen. Next match of the evening is Gary Anderson versus Simon Whitlock. I've got my heart on my sleeve for Australia, but not this week. I do have a little bit of a nous on this one. As much as I want Simon to win this one, I can't see Gary Anderson losing. He's playing too well. He's playing out of his skin. He's consistently doing 105 plus averages, and I have this one to be another 7-4 victory for the Flying Scotsman. Fourth game of the evening is Peter Wright versus Raymond van Barneveld. The Barney Army are going to be in full force. I think that Barney is going to get a win. I don't know what's going on with Peter Wright, but at the moment he is a really bad bet to go on. Has to be Barney in my opinion, and I think Barney's going to do this one fairly easily. I have him to win this one 7-3. Guys, what's your thoughts on that one? Do you think Peter Wright's going to come back and start playing the darts that we're all expecting him to see? Or is this slump going to continue for a little while longer? And the last match of the evening is Rob Cross versus Gerwyn Price. Gerwyn Price is struggling so hard to get a victory or to even get a point. I think he's a little bit fed up with the game, and it's so disappointing because I'm a massive Gerwyn Price fan. I want him to have some sort of success, but his attitude really sucks at the moment. If you're watching this, my friend, go and get your head together, get back on the practice board. I know you're good enough to be in the top 10 in the world, so just make it happen. Unfortunately, because of his attitude, I have to have this as a Rob Cross win, and I have this as a 7-4 victory to the world champion Rob Cross. Guys, what's your thoughts on my predictions? What's your thoughts on the fact of all these players from number 1 to number 128? You cannot pick a winner when it comes to the Players Championship. Congratulations to Ian White, who picked up his first Players Championship victory for almost 2 years, I believe. What's your thoughts on a player like Ian White making the Premier League in the future? He's a little bit frustrated that he hasn't even been an idea for the World Series or even the Premier League. I believe there's not enough flair in Ian White's game. I think he's too much of a boring person to watch. He's a fantastic dart player, but I think he needs a little bit of flair, a little bit more personality. Maybe just change his nickname or change his shirt, change something to make things a little bit more interesting. That's only my opinion. This is a business. That's why people like Gerwyn Price are in there over certain other players, because he brings a lot of energy to the game. Will Gerwyn Price be there next year? If he doesn't pull his socks up and do something about it, you won't see him in 2019. But that's my thoughts, guys. What do you think? And I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Oh yeah, and by the way, if you're new to this channel, subscribe. Don't forget to do that.